Thank you for joining me again on this channel. I really appreciate you. This is the question I will be looking into together today. Solution. Now, if you can still remember, on this channel, I dropped a video where I made mention of this new method that we can easily use to solve quadratic equation. But let's look into these two different quadratic equations, which simply means whenever we are talking about quadratic equation, we are talking about an equation that is having two different answers in it. If you are conversant very well with the use of factorization method, you will see that this first equation is just straightforward. Take for instance, what are those two numbers? If you multiply them together, then you are going to get 8. That is 2 and 4. And if you add them together, what are you going to have? This is negative. That means my root is what? Minus 2 and minus 4. Because if I add them together, I'm going to get minus 6. Are you getting my point? Just straightforward. But what about if you have something like this that is not straightforward? How are you going to approach it? That's the reason why I want to do this video. We are using Po-Shen-Loh method in solving this particular question. The solution for this first equation is what? X squared minus, since we already get that, okay, we are using minus 2 and minus 4, just straightforward. Minus 2x minus 4x then plus 8 is equals to 0. Divide it into 2, this and this. So what is common here and here? That is x. We have x into x minus 2. Then what is common here and here? That is minus 4. Then we have x minus 2 is equals to 0. So therefore our x minus 4, then our x minus 2 is equals to 0. So therefore x minus 4 equals to 0, or x minus 2 is equals to 0, which implies that x is equals to 2 or 4. I would like to use Po-Shen-Loh method to solve the second question, so that you can just use that method I'm going to apply now on this to solve this first question. Alright, let's see. We have 2x squared minus 7x then plus 3 is equals to 0. Po-Shen-Loh method made us to understand that if you want to solve this type of question, you first divide throughout by 2. So we have 2x squared divided by 2 minus 7x divided by 2 plus 3 divided by 2 is equals to 0. This will cancel this. The purpose of us dividing by 2 is we must first make the coefficient of x squared to be 1. And for us to make it 1, we have to divide by the coefficient that is inside that particular question. If it is 4 that is here, we are going to divide throughout by 4. Alright, so our new equation will now be x squared minus 7 over 2x then plus 3 over 2 is equals to 0. Now, according to Po-Shen-Loh method now, for you to now apply it, this is it. Take negative half of this coefficient of x, add and subtract it to an unknown variable. That unknown variable, find the value. Now substitute it back into the expression that I'm going to write, and this is the expression. So we are going to have minus 7 divided by 2. Now take negative value of it, divide it by 2. Now add it to an unknown value, unknown variable that you don't know. So we have minus into minus 7 over 2 divided by 2, then minus u. Now equate it to the value of c that you are having here, which is 3 over 2. Now from this place, we check it very well. Let's simplify this particular fraction and let's turn it to a single fraction. That is, minus times minus will automatically turn it to plus. So we have 7 over 2 divided by 2, which is 7 over 2 multiplied by 1 over 2, which is 7 over 4. So all of this will now turn to 7 over 4 plus u. Then we have 7 over 4 minus u is equals to 3 over 2. So we have 7. This is different of 2 squared. It's going to give us 7 over 4 squared, then minus u squared is equals to 3 over 2. Now this is going to give us, that is 49 all over 16, then minus u squared is equals to 3 over 2. Collect the like term. So you have 49 divided by 16 minus 3 over 2 is equals to u squared. If you check this very well, what is our LCM here? Our LCM is going to give us 16. So we have 16 into, that is 49 minus 16 divided by, 16 divided by 16. That gives us 1. So 1 multiplied by 49, that is where we have 49. Now, 16 divided by 2 is going to give us 8. That gives us 24, which is equal to u squared. Now, let's simplify to and get our answer. 49 minus 24, that gives us 25. So, from here, from this place, we now have 25 over 16 is equals to u squared. Let's find the value of u, which is, before we get the value of u, we just have to take the square root of both sides. So we have square root of 25 divided by square root of 16 is equals to u, which simply means our u is equals to 5/4. So for you to now get the value of your x, just come back to this expression. So your x will now be 7/4 plus u, which implies that when u is 5/4, you are going to have 7/4 plus 5/4, which is equals to, we have 4 as our LCM, 7 plus 5, that is 12. So our x is equals to 3. Or we are now looking for the second x, which is equals to, that is 7/4 minus u. You know our u, 7/4 minus u, that's going to give us 5/4, which is equals to, that is 7 minus 5 divided by 4, which gives us 2/4, which implies that here we now have 1/2. The moment you get the value of u, just come back to this place, then input your value of u. Those are your roots. So thank you very much. If you have any question pertaining to this solution, let me know under comment section. We are going to look into it together. Thank you very much. Please make sure you share this video.